Last weekend, I was at an open house and had a visitor that came in, and we had a great conversation about real estate industry and what their wants and needs were. And they asked a great question, and the question was, how will tariffs and the economy impact real estate? And asking a follow-up question, will there be a housing market crash? So I thought that'd be a great topic just to talk about today and share my thoughts with you. It's been a hot topic across the board, and I just don't know what it was going to be. So, just have a few thoughts to share with you, what we've experienced and what I'm hearing and reading throughout the real estate industry. The first thing is, how will the tariffs uh, affect the overall economy? And obviously, we've seen quite a bit of volatility within the stock market, the job markets. There's a lot of uncertainty going on with that. With uncertainty, a lot of people will just decide just to not do anything. So we've haven't seen the interest rates drop significantly, but we have seen almost I would say a half to 3/4% drop, depending on the day, with what is going on with the stock market. So that's number one, is that the economic impact of those tariffs and policy. Not so much affecting the real estate locally, but internationally, across the board, we are definitely going to see some impact with that. The second thing is the interest rates, as they are carving out the new policy with that and trying to navigate some of these turbulent waters. That volatility will certainly have an impact on interest rates. And the safe harbor is typically bonds, which are interest rates. So those bonds are more attractive, and so we might be seeing some of those interest rates dropping. We just locked in a veteran buyer on a 5.75% interest rate. So some of those people that might be sitting out there thinking, "Hey, well, I want to wait till interest rates drop down." We are seeing some of those different programs that are 6% or less. So some great news on that front. The second thing, or the third thing rather, is the consumer sentiment and mindset. And what I mean by that is, what is the general public feeling? One of the things I love about being at an open house, you get to have good conversation with people that are out there in the process and ready to buy or sell a home, and you can get the straight feedback right from them. So it's my own little mini focus group, just having good conversations around that and what their concerns are, what questions that they're asking, is always real helpful for me to understand kind of what is happening in the market, what the vibe is. Typically, historically, what we've seen is when there is uncertainty, people will just decide to not to do anything. But if they've got certainty in their life, in their job, or they're in a need, not versus a want, or they need to move, they are making some good decisions and taking advantage of some of those good market conditions. We are seeing good showing activity on properties. We are seeing some properties with multiple offers, but we're also seeing some of those price ranges that might be a little bit higher. They are definitely a little bit cooler right now. So the consumer mindset certainly plays a big role in where we are within the real estate industry and the real estate market. It's supply and demand 101. What happens when we've got more supply on the market, that kind of balances out with the demand. The fourth thing I want to share with you is relates to employment. And employment, obviously, there are a lot of federal programs that are being cut. No matter what side of the aisle you are, those people are unfortunately impacted with those job cuts. And with them, there's uncertainty. And depending on which areas you're in, some of those people may or may not be moving to find a job elsewhere. Internationally, I've talked to a couple of my real estate friends and areas across the country where they have a lot of Canadian ownership as second homes. In the South, where Canadians might be going to winter, in Arizona, Texas, Florida, a lot of those Canadians have decided to sell their properties and just liquidate those assets. So there is an influx of supply in certain markets where Canadians might have a second home. So I found that very interesting as well. The fifth thing I want to share with you, as it relates to the tariffs and in the economy and how it might impact real estate, is the cost of goods sold. So new construction obviously is a big thing. A lot of lumber in Minnesota is imported from Canada. A lot of the goods and metalworks, furnaces, air conditioning, appliances are imported from our friends to the south and some abroad. So that will impact the cost of new construction. Builders are very aware of this. Watch for some price increases above and beyond what they historically will have in the fall. I'm certain that they've been preparing for this and building that into their pricing strategies. But also on the flip side of it, those builders might see less demand, so they might not be able to raise the prices that much. So their margins might be squeezed, and there might be some good opportunities to purchase new construction. So 5 things, again, to share with you: the overall economic and policy, how the tariffs impact that, interest rates and volatility, consumer mindset, employment, where you are, cost of goods sold. The biggest things that we see is, are there going to be any crashes? That's the biggest question that we're getting right now. Is there going to be a crash in the real estate market? And again, it goes back to supply and demand. We are seeing supply gently rising. We're at about 2 months of supply, which is well within still a seller's market. There's good demand meeting that supply, but is actually coming into more balance. So it's a great opportunity if you're looking to make a move up. The spring market is very strong in the entry level price points, and as you get a little bit higher, which you'd expect, fewer buyers are jumping at those opportunities, but those homes are selling as well. So it's important that you've got great real estate advice on your side. So when the time is right, we'd love to be a resource for you. If you've got any questions or comments, I'd love to have a conversation with you about some of these things. Reach out to us, 651-777-3434. Make a comment. We can continue the conversation online or in person. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how it might be impacting you or those people around you. Take care. Have a great day.